come with me to make an isoform temporary crown. So as you can see, I have this little metal crown that I was given and it doesn't actually fit properly. So what we're going to be doing is trimming and shaping this to fit the tooth. So here I have these little pliers and little scissors that I'm going to be cutting, and here you can see that the crown is still a little bit too long. So I'm going to continue trimming until I have it at the correct length, and then I'm going to use these pliers to kind of reshape it so that it has better contours. And now we have it at a good length so we can actually see the margin. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put some Vaseline, because if we don't put Vaseline, then this is going to get stuck. And then we're going to use this basically like acrylic. It smells exactly like a nail salon in this lab. And honestly, this mask is not enough to cover the smell. It actually smells so terrible. So what I'm doing is mixing the two components together, and then I'm going to get this kind of glue-like mixture, and I'm actually going to put it inside the crown. I'm going to fill the crown completely, which is going to be way too much, but we want this because we want to have excess so that it kind of surrounds the crown and will form around the margins. So here I am, I'm going to place it as quickly as possible onto this because this stuff starts setting right away, and I'm going to let it sit here for about 2 minutes, and I'm kind of just shaping the acrylic around the tooth so that it doesn't get stuck in the contours of the tooth. And then after 2 minutes, I'm going to start taking it on and taking it off, because what will happen is it will start to shrink, and if I leave it on there and don't take it off at all, it's actually going to get stuck and I'm not going to be able to remove it. And we want to be able to remove it because we need to still adjust the crown further. So once I have it fully set, I'm actually going to use my burr and try to trim off as much of the excess as possible, because I want to have a really smooth margin. And here you'll see that I've kind of got it better. It's a better margin and it fits properly. But we're still not done. We need to make sure that our occlusion is correct. So now I am placing it in the Typodont with the maxillary arch in there as well. And I'm using some of the paper, and you will see here that is actually sitting way too high. So what I'm going to do is adjust the spots that are hitting really hard on the crown, because if they're hitting high on the maxillary and on the crown, then I know that I need to adjust my crown, because originally the occlusion was pretty good. They aren't great on these Typodonts, but I'm going to try to get it as close as possible. And once I've got the occlusion where I'd like it, I'm going to go get it checked off by my professor, and this is the final product.